Hi everyone. Welcome to the final week. Is that believable or what? I can't believe that we're going into week 4 already. It's gone by really fast. A couple things I need to tell you right away is I'm not going to grade your learning unit from the lounge discussion board area until Sunday afternoon, late Sunday afternoon, to give you all a chance to go ahead and publish yours and then to comment on each other and give some feedback. It takes me a long time to give feedback too, because I really am thinking about what I can add, if I can find some things, some research items to add, and just to be really supportive of what you're trying to do and make sure that you have some feedback from me. And I want you to have some feedback from each other. So if you haven't given feedback yet, please do so. And if you haven't done your work for this week, try to get it done by tomorrow evening so that you can get some feedback as well. And then you can move on, because what you're going to be doing this week is building a complete learning unit out of the one you started and using the feedback from your peers and from me. And I'm a peer, I guess, too. And what I want you to do is to have something that you could actually go live with. So include links, make sure you've gone through, if you're linking to something at the OLI or Merlot, make sure you have those links in place, and the videos the linked to anything that you're going to use. Now you don't have to create an announcement video or something like that if you're going to use that. You just say that you're going to. But if you're linking to some content that's online, please be sure and include that in your final product. I've included a template in Word for you to fill in if you'd like. There's a list of things that you need to have. You don't have to have them in the order that they are listed, however. I use the example of this learning unit in the template so you could see kind of what I'm expecting you to complete. It'd be great if you had one learning unit to have completely finished by the time you're finished with the class. There's some other reflective activities, and you'll be learning a bit about copyright and some other issues too, but basically that's what you'll be doing for the last week of the course. In addition, I want to talk to you a little bit about the use of PowerPoint as a content vehicle for your class. And what you see here is an image that we use a lot of times with our online teaching program, a certification program, because it really kind of expresses what online teaching is about. And if we use that as a backdrop for something, that would work really well. But generally, use of PowerPoint is difficult unless you understand completely that it's worthless without you. So you have to at least do some recording in your PowerPoint presentations for them to make sense. PowerPoint was built on the strategy of an outline, and so unless you really think about how you can use it to carry external information to your lecturing or to your voice, to what you add, then it isn't really all that effective. So instead of just doing bullet points and outlines, you want to make sure that you're creatively using PowerPoint to carry the message. As you saw probably in the video that I did last week, I didn't have a lot of writing on that till the end. I really just wanted you to see that it was a prompt for imagining what I was talking about or adding to what I was talking about. When I was talking about the menus, for example, it was a good place for me to show those. And the other thing that you need to think about is that students will be watching your work on a cell phone. So be careful about how much you put in a PowerPoint slide that can be read on a cell phone. So I just will tell you that. Can you imagine this one on a cell phone? I can't imagine it at all. It's really hard to read, and on a cell phone it would be terrible, and it doesn't give you a whole lot of information that is clear or that you will remember. Instead, you should do something like this if you're going to use PowerPoint. Start with a full sentence that says what it is you're trying to show. Take a look at these two different slides. There's two of them. There's one here, and then there's one here. And they have the same information, but look at how much better the second one, the one that's out in front here, does at providing the learning for what you want the students to know. So instead of just saying, data about or information about iron, say what you really want it to be. Iron ore makes up this percentage of the Earth's crust. If you were doing data from something, instead of just putting retention data in online classes at the top of the slide, say our retention rate at MSJC or wherever is 75%, and then show that in a chart. If you do that, people will remember what's on your slide. And don't hurt people. This is really awful, and I won't leave it up there very long, but watch your colors. You don't want, their eyes to hurt, and you have to be really careful about color blindness and putting certain colors together like green on brown and so forth. So be really, really careful. I have some rules I'll publish. I'll try to find them and publish them in the resources so that you can see them if you're going to use PowerPoint. I'm using PowerPoint with Screencast-O-Matic, and I would suggest that you do something like that. Okay, well, let's get going. There's a lot to do this week, and I appreciate all the work you've done. I'm really enjoying reading your work, and I hope that you've gotten something out.